Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today I present for you Time Machine. FCM 50T. The tank which used to be very popular among very good players. I'm talking about 2014, 2015, something like this. And nowadays it's barely played by anyone, to be completely honest with you. If you would pay attention at this month, fellas, we had 42 players who played more than 50 games with the tank. And the best player, the MVP, played for 2000 damage. This is how bad this tank is nowadays. The January month, we have 64 players who played with it more than 50 battles, and top player did 2000 damage. You get the point what I'm saying, fellas. It looks like this vehicle, to say that the least, is quite outdated and it's far away from being ideal and loved by the community. But you know, there is one but. We haven't played with this vehicle. We played with this vehicle back in 2022. So I believe it is about the time to dust this tank and to bury it underground for another 2 years. Quickly to say that this is a heavy tank without any armor whatsoever. For a heavy tank to have 240 alpha damage is laughable. In other words, this tank has nothing to offer for you apart the speed. That's about it. And gun handling is actually okay, but what's from that the tank is just simply no bueno. Anyways, I hope you are excited as I am. We will try to play to the best of our abilities, but we'll see what game will give for us. Let's do this. Okay, and the very first battle we have Serene Coast. Fellas, one more thing what I need to highlight about this tank, this vehicle has pref matchmaking, okay? So what that means you will never see tier 10s unless you are playing together in platoon with your friend who doesn't have pref matchmaking vehicle. That's about it. Other than that, oh boys, this tank is a snack for pretty much everyone. Let's focus on the positive things. Speed. You are expecting to get something more? No, fellas. That's it. This is where the positive things ends. Other than that, you know, I just want to be honest with you, fellas. I just want to say that if this tank ever on sale, don't think about buying it. You will save yourself credits and you will save some sanity. Overall, where the gameplay goes of this vehicle, you want to play with this like a medium tank. Still, I have a question. Why are you not playing super aggressively over there? And that is a legit and good question. Well, the answer is it's just simply not worth it. The risk is way too high, and we want to approach everything slowly. We do not want to go in front like crazy mother truckers and after that regret about our choices. We do not want to do that. We are waiting until enemies will mess it up just like this Fawad did. And since this guy made a mistake, we are going to make sure that we are going to punish him for that stupidity. As you can see, that's all we need for a full happiness. By the way, we slapped another gem of the World of Tanks for 4202, which is as well quite a disgusting tank, but hey, he made a mistake, so we can get some use of all of this, right? Unfortunately, no penetration to that Stalinium wheels, but that is okay, and we are going to be completely fine. You know what? I am kind of excited to play with this tank. I'm not joking, fellas. I know the tank isn't the finest. I know the tank isn't the best. But nevertheless, I'm excited to play with this tank and to look at it as a fossil of the world of tanks. Or as a tank which used to be good back in the day, but nowadays it is kind of a forgotten vehicle, you know? And truly it is, fellas. I believe none of you would allow me to lie about that. Also, one more thing. Even though the alpha damage of this tank is a stinker, oh yop-tararai, welcome to the World of Tanks in 2024. You figured out what Baza is. Yeah, Baza just slapped him in the face, and Baza just showed the dominance for this guy. He cannot change it, he cannot do anything about it. All he can do is he can cry in the corner, and I feel him. Whenever Baza will come here, we are going to have a huge problem, because he can do 3 times more alpha than I can from the shot. So this is going to be complicated and definitely not the most enjoyable experience, but it is okay. Meanwhile, we have Mr. Bulldog. Good, we are slapping Bulldog for 200 in the face. That's nice. And once again, we have all time, fellas. All we need to do, we need to have our eyes widely open, and we need to try to punish enemy forces for every and each stupidity which they are making. As an example, Lynx is trying to get involved. That means we can eliminate him from the game. This Bulldog is sitting around this area as well, and I would love to slap the living crap out of him, but once again, it's not so simple, it's not so easy. How about this Mr. Su? What is the chance that we have a decent enough angle to say hi for him? Just focus on the game, fellas. Just focus on the game. Let's not pay too much attention into the tank we are playing with. And what we want to do, we want to make sure that... Oh, yop, tararai, Baza. I told you Baza will come. I told you, fellas, Baza will come. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, Baza just fired. This is the green light for us to try to punish this gentleman a couple of times for free, right? I mean, I wish I could punish this gentleman a couple of times for free. Good, very, very nice. We got this. We are going to slap him once again just like this. I hope that he won't penetrate us, but he did. Not ideal situation, but we got this. And now we are just trying to slap the living crap out of this Mr. Bulldog, right? That's what we are trying to do. ELC is going like this. I do not really care about that ELC, believe me or not. And that's good. Listen. In this situation, that was pure focus, that was pure defensive play. I met the meta tank in 2024, and I'm playing with a bit of the ass vibe of the 2024, but that went very, very good. Very good start. I'm super excited about this, and I think we played good for our abilities with this vehicle. That is nice. Let's see the score. Woo. And we are back, fellas. Guess the outcome of this game. Did we won? In our dreams. So what do we have in this situation? 3.1 thousand damage, 200 assisting damage, extremely good game by us, honestly. We got ourselves second by experience, second by the damage, and we got 40,000 profits, which is very much appreciated, and I'm super happy about this. Let's keep it up and let's make this tank sing for us. Aha! Round number 2, we are playing in Steps Assault, so we need to make a hardcore pressure to the enemies, and this is the worst matchmaking which you can get for this tank, fellas. Whenever you are playing against the tier 9s, this is as bad as it will get for this vehicle, right? But we are not going to give up, we are going to keep our chin up, and we will try to do our best nevertheless, right? That's what I want to do. Meanwhile, how am I planning to start this game? The first things first, I really love this position here. I think this position is sexy, I think this position is good, and I think we can make some kind of crossfire for the enemy forces who are trying to make a bit of pressure like this, right? That's what we want to do. And for now, we are just chilling, we are enjoying a good weather, and we are thinking, oh damn how those mountains are looking like, absolutely glorious. That's what we are doing, fellas. I cannot call myself a tourist, but we are not going to make any mistakes whatsoever. In other words, our approach is very, very different. Also, one more thing which is very important to say. Ooh. One thing what is very important to say, whenever you are playing with the tanks like this, you are giving a disadvantage for your team. No, but Skill, what do you mean by saying this? Well, I mean, whenever you are playing not so meta tank, and as an example, you are playing with a heavy tank which cannot make any pressure whatsoever, you are giving yourself a sniper schnitzel medium in your team, right? That being said, it is difficult for your team to hold the line or to make pressure overall, right? Just because of the paper tank like this, right? And it may not look that bad from the first glance, but believe me, whenever you need to push the flank or you need to hold the flank, you are giving a bit of the disadvantage for your team, right? And I hope that makes sense, and I hope that is fair. Obviously, you can still do something from a bit of the red line, right? With this vehicle, you cannot say that the gun is unplayable of this tank. You cannot say that everything is absolutely awful to the level that it's impossible to play the game. No, it is possible, and I still can make this tank work, but nevertheless, for a heavy tank position, this tank doesn't add up absolutely anything to your team. Just saying, and this is my attitude towards this. Maybe I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section down below. And obviously there is a big difference whenever we are having a casual player playing with a tank like this, and whenever we have very experienced player playing with the tanks like this, you know. So the very experienced player can play for the tank strengths and whatnot. Do they have a light tank over there? They do. Okay, so this is the situation whenever we are going to eliminate this light tank. This light tank is sitting in the typical position. I am 99% sure about that. That being said, we are going to counter this son of the banana, okay? We are going to counter him. If he... Ooh, even better. So, in this situation, we are feeling great, we are enjoying ourselves, and we are saying, no! Enjoying yourself, you little mother trucker! Having a great time? Oh, Borat as well. Interesting. Okay. That isn't that bad, fellas. Believe me or not, we are getting quite a bit of the assisting damage here, right? We are trying to approach the enemy forces to the level that they will start screaming like crazy mother truckers, and we are going to be alright, right? That's the whole point of all of this, playing in the position like so, right? Our main goal is just to simply make sure that we will punish every and each mother trucker who is going through the middle like this, right? Good. I am feeling extremely well about all of this. Good, good, good. Lorraine is trying to escape, not on my shift. The light tank is trying to go for Arta. Wait, there is no Arta in the game, so what light tank is trying to do? He is just allowing us to have a practice shooting, I would say. There is no other way to describe this, right? And our team won this game already. There is no chance that physically we can lose this. So all we need to do at the moment is to make as much pressure as we physically and possibly can and try to farm remaining of the enemy forces. That's about it. Nothing too crazy over there, nothing too bad. I would say we play this game as close to perfection as we physically and possibly could. At least this is how I look into all of this. And I think our performance is a solid banana out of 10. Now the question is, my decisions were ideal? That's questionable, because I lost all my hit points for that board sitting in the middle and for that light tank, but in a way we countered those mother truckers as well, and let's be honest, in this situation, that decision brought us a bit of assisting damage and a bit of the damage. So far, both of the games which we played so far, I would not change a single bit. I think we were pretty damn perfect while playing with this tank, and so far I am super happy with all of this. So looking into this game, 3.1 thousand damage, 700 assisting damage. We are first by experience, we are second by the damage, and we made 135,000 profits, although 50,000 profits are coming from completing the mission. Nevertheless, very nice. Let's keep it up. One more. Okay, and last but not least, we have Fisherman's base standard battle. Also, fellas, keep this in mind that you can raid the tanks in the index page yourself, right? We have over 130,000, actually 126,000 votes for various vehicles, right? So if you want to be part of all of this, you can do that. How you can vote in the index page? You can log in via our gaming API in the EUNA and Asia servers, right? And you can give your vote for one or another vehicle. What do you think? How fun it is to play with a tank and how good it is to play with a vehicle overall, right? Slowly but surely we are moving towards the 200,000 category, and I appreciate your time, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I truly do. And I hope that helps for you as well to see how people are rating the vehicles and to see not only my opinion but overall what others are thinking about one or another tank as well, right? So yeah. Also, one gentleman said lately that 50 games are too much to vote for a tank, and I do not really think so, because I think 50 games is very, very decent amount of the battles to figure out how the tank feels like in the world of tanks, you know? So I think 50 games are pretty much the bread and butter, if that makes sense. Also, we need to keep in mind that players who are voting for a vehicle, right, especially lower tiers, if they played 50 games with a tank, that means they somehow enjoy the vehicle or they like it to the certain extent to play 50 games. I think this is an important thing to highlight. Anyways, we have the Baza playing in the middle. That is extremely dangerous and that is very, very bad. Overall, this map is very difficult to play for this tank, and as you can see, our board just got slapped and our board got a free ticket to the garage, which is his problem, to be completely honest with you. Mistakes were made and there is nothing what he can change about this. Now it's my time to shine. I'm going to take this position and I will try to get as much use as I physically and possibly can. First of all, we are going to sit here and we will wait until we are getting unspotted, because there is son of the banana sitting in this position. I'm pretty sure about this. And now all we need to do, we need to wait until someone will get spotted here, right? Or maybe I could be a bit more greedy and maybe I could try to find a decent angle for this U-Toe, right? This is a dangerous play which we are playing, okay? This is not so simple, this is not so easy. Every single time whenever I'm going to shoot from this position, there is a humongous chance that I will get spotted, since I am playing with a heavy tank and kind of medium slash tank destroyer slash light tank position. But I think this is the right way to do the things, because I do not see myself doing any business whatsoever into the city and pushing this line. You know, whenever you are playing with a tank which is made out of paper, you just do not want to get involved to this level, if you know what I mean. We just need to, in other words, what I'm trying to say that we need to be very, very patient here. Any mistake will lead us to take one for the team, and this is not going to be fun. Any mistake will lead us to take one for the team. Meanwhile, we are going to go a bit for a blind shots. You never know whenever you hit shots like this, so it is worth to try to do stuff like this. And you know what? This is a problem. I need to escape. I am afraid of this Baza, but I don't really think I can do something here. Okay? I'm preparing to escape. I am preparing to escape from all of this situation. I think the safe defense parameter is the right way to do the things, because enemies are going to make quite a bit of pressure like this, and this could be very, very bad for us. So we are running for our life. Baza may hit me. Luckily, it wasn't the case. And look at this bastard. You see? You see, that's what I'm talking about. I felt like he is lurking somewhere near me like a bloody snake, waiting until someone will mess it up. Or maybe I'm supposed to say spider. Either way, right? He's a predator for us, and we need to be smart how we are approaching this bastard. Meanwhile, hopefully he won't spot us, and indeed he did not. At this point, I think the full APCRs are the way to go in order to get as much use as we physically and possibly can in this situation. By the way, speaking about the gun and penetration, standard penetration 212, which isn't bad, 1000 shell velocity, which isn't bad, and gold 260 millimeters of penetration and 1250 shell velocity. So that isn't bad overall where the shell velocity and where the penetration goes. Trust me on this one. That isn't bad. But in the end of the day, we need to keep in mind that alpha damage is far away from being ideal with this tank. And, you know, enemies can simply slap us without bigger problems whatsoever. Beautiful shot towards Mr. Baza. This Baza is thinking what the flying F just happened over there, and that's good, fellas. It took us some time, but luckily we hit this guy. Good. And now he panicked and he lost pretty much most of his hit points for free. That is good. Now, if we would start thinking logically in this situation, we would notice that our team won the heavy line. That being said, I think that making a bit of pressure like this is the right call, right? Even though we are going against Baza, T-34-3 and whatever else, I do not feel that bad in this situation because I know that our play can secure the middle. And securing the middle is huge in my opinion, fellas. Securing the middle is absolutely huge. Meanwhile, this gentleman is going to get effed. Beautiful. This is exactly what I'm looking for. And now we are trying to build a nice angle towards Baza. Baza is looking at us. I am paranoid. I am afraid. And I do not really think you can blame me for this, you know? Whenever you are fighting against the tanks like bzzz, you need to be afraid and you need to be paranoid. Otherwise, you are going to end up in the garage, and no one wants that, right? So far, this game is the hardest game we had in this game, right? And I believe that makes sense. It is just very, 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 very hard battle. But we are not going to panic. We are going to be all right. And all we need to do, we need to lurk somewhere around the middle, and we will be all right. Meanwhile, there is a tier 7 who is politely asking to get killed. Luckily for us that our team eliminated him from the game, and now all we need to do, we need not to get effed here. That would be very much appreciated. Okay, good. Baza is over there. Baza luckily did not penetrate us, but we have the tier 7 who wants to show quite a bit of the dominance. And this is going to be real hard, fellas. This is going to be real hard. That being said, ooh, assisting damage, good, Scorpion and ammo rack. Yeah, this sounds like a game over, and that sounds like an average game with this vehicle. But once again, that's to be expected, and we need to keep this in mind. T-30, come on, T-30, T-30, T-30. Ay. That could have been so much better, fellas. That could have been so much better. Okay, looking into this game, I do not feel bad how I play this battle. I do not feel bad what kind of decisions we made. I stand by my decision to not play into the city because I'm just simply paper. I stand by my decision to make a pressure here because after that, whenever Fosh, Panther, Chiri and Baza from the middle would spot me in the Alpha 5, Alpha 6, I am dead meat anyways. So I try to get involved to the best of my abilities. All in all, first two games were ideal. The third game was extremely hard. Shit happens. What can you do? What I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to show in the video like this, that there is very big difference between the tanks nowadays. Whenever you are taking old school outdated tank like FCM, and whenever you are comparing it to Baza, all Baza needs to hit bloody 4 shots, 5 shots, and he will do 3000 damage. With this tank, you need to pump the iron for 10 a day straight in order to get the score like this. All in all, fair enough, we are second by experience, we are fourth by the damage, we got ourselves, we pretty much broke even, so we made no profits whatsoever. In fact, we lost some because I have a lot of consumables, but that's life and that is World of Tanks. So overall, in this game, or in this session, I played for 2,500 damage and 500 or 600 assisting damage. In the first two games, once again, I think I played for perfection. The third game, well, that's RNG and that's World of Tanks. Would you say we made FCM 50T work? Let me know in the comment section down below. And thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you, fellas, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.